Back now with the 3-year-olds. Now, just so we're clear, I'm not going to do the stables this week, and for no other reason than logistically it would be a nightmare. Not a nightmare. It would mean I would have to go into the stable site, write down every horse at everybody's barn, and then go and give you the burns. We've done the 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, aged horses, and an opening. I don't really think, I think you can go 1 week without knowing about each of the stables. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to keep it to my opening, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, and aged horses this week. We do got a lot to talk about earlier on in the week also. We do have a sale on Tuesday. Do I think we'll be active? Maybe. Possibly. Not very active. There are 3 or 4 horses that interest me. I've seen their pedigree. One of them has terrible pedigree, but I've seen the videos also. And that particular horse interests me a lot. So, it was funny. Somebody said the other day, I never buy a horse there. There's nothing but garbage there. And I said, well, more times than not, I guess there's an argument to be made that maybe there are some lesser type horses there, right? But we did get My Jazz from there. So it's not like you can say it's only garbage. I mean, you go to a sale like this, looking for a diamond in the rough, right? Looking for something that a number of people have missed. And you don't always find it. Once in a while you do. And that's why we go to these sales. Now, I think it's worth mentioning also as we head into a video that has nothing to do with yearlings, that this sale on Tuesday is not under the purchasing partnership that we put together. It'll be first come, first served like it was in the old days. But for now, we're going to talk about the 3-year-olds. Adrenaline Rush is in to go, must be tomorrow night. I don't think he's in to go tonight. He's in to go at Georgian Downs. Drew poorly again. Travis drove him really well out of the 8-hole last week. He drove him so well out of the 8-hole, they're going to give him a chance to drive him out of the 7-hole. So, we'll see what happens with Rush this week. First Glance continues to race good, just picked off by a heavy favorite yesterday in 54 at Grand River. Man, this horse is racing good. At Glare AM, I didn't check. I hope to God James stayed on it, and nobody said that he wasn't. So hopefully James stays on at Glare AM this week, and we'll see how she races. I'm a Lovely Lady, 8-hole mitigation. That's all we're going to do. We're going to try and mitigate a bad situation with some good luck this week with her. 8-hole, we won't be leaving. I'm not going to gut her. I think she's been stretched out enough the last month. She needs a couple of easy races. So duck, hope for other people to make mistakes and try and get some money with her, I think is the best course of action for this week. Italian Grit, kind of in the middle. You know, I can take him or leave him. He's been a while. It's very rare that he wows me. And I know that Travis likes him, and whatever, we'll continue on with him. But keep him, sell him, have him claimed. It really doesn't matter to me. He's an okay horse. He's a gatekeeper, I guess, for some of those middle of the road classes. Jazzy Judy had tied up when we got her back. Pretty much got her AST under control. We were going to train her today. We took a look at her blood. For those of you that understand, our AST was 2,300, which sounds high, but it was 8,000 almost. It's come down good. Her CK, which is the important number, it's still up around 300-400, which isn't bad. The vet said, listen, you could train her today, or she'll be, really good on Tuesday. So we're going to train her Tuesday, back next Saturday, maybe look for a schooler the week after that. Everything will be contingent on how she trains, and then goes. We're not going to push her for no particular reason. I did want to give her a little break before November's races, so we're running at our time in that regard, but I did want to get a couple of I want to race her at the Meadows a couple of times. I think this filly is sitting on some good speed, some good miles. Certainly couldn't make any speed in Harrington, but I think you'll see. I would be shocked if she doesn't trot in 56 at the Meadows. Miss Meringue qualified better, 2 minutes. I had to chase her and work on her, and she's getting better. Still not there yet, but she's getting better. So Miss Meringue was okay at her qualifier the other day. She's into going to fair. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe she's the 4th wheel. I think she is. Mama Knows Best has been racing great. Really surprised me at the fair how well she raced. They say she just missed a track record and raced very, very good. So good job by her. My Jazz, I sent a lengthy message out to our clients, talked about her in a video. At the end of the day, what the issue is with My Jazz is that she's having a real shitty year, and it's not her fault. She had 1 foot blow apart and had to physically cut it out, grow it out, and then because of all that was going on and all the weight she was taking in a number of places, she's a little sore on that left hind ankle. We had it looked at, both under x-ray and bone scan. couldn't find any serious injury there. Some, there's some, what do they call it? I guess reactive. I don't know. There's something going on there, but nothing broke, nothing chipped, nothing cracked, nothing serious, but it is biting her. So we're trying to look at our options as far as workarounds or work-throughs, and we are going to push forward with her. But she is tough. She's a tough little bugger. No free lunch. Talk about injuries. He cracked his foot. He's out till the winter. But you know what? I don't care. We need a good winter pacer, and I don't see any reason not to let this guy be our flag bearer. He's been a good horse for us. The fracture wasn't bad. Just needs some time off. We're going to give it to him. Where are we at now? Northern Blizzard. This guy's got a long way to go before he gets to where I even remotely thought he'd be. A few little injuries here and there. I guess the grassroots are out of the question now. So now we're looking at non-winners of 2 and hopefully non-winners of 3 classes for Northern Blizzard. I'm going to keep an eye on him. The good news is this is a horse we have a number of racetracks for. If things aren't working out at Mohawk, he can go to the Meadows. Probably could even go to Northfield if he had to. And wherever we want to. I think he can be an effective horse for us. It's just a matter of where that is. So that's what we're looking at right now. What is he? What is he not? Where is he going to make the most money and race the best? And what jurisdiction is that? So we'll see moving forward with Northern Blizzard. Perfect Record. Another horse similar, I guess, to Northern Blizzard. He got his time off. He's coming back now. We're going to start training him next week. And then we will see where Perfect Record ends up in the near future. Rose Run, Why Not? Geez, I was so impressed and happy with her the other day. For a filly that I swore she was one of our best horses last year, ended up getting hurt, got parked in race good, come back with some small injuries here and there, and now we finally got her right. Good. And man, she was awesome the other night. Sweet Ambitions, she's racing good. It's pretty obvious what happened the other day, regardless of who they blame it on. She ran over a wheel, made a break. I think it was 50-50. I think that the guy in the hole was drifting out, and Jason Ryan, who's driving him, maybe was a little tight. I've been there a million times before. And she made a little break, so we'll see how she bounces back in Grand River on Wednesday. Tanzanite Trick certainly looked good. Man, I was so pleased with her the other day. Lost a shoe at the half and still jogged in the mud. Off 2 weeks, coming off the virus, shipping in short notice, losing a shoe and still winning in 57-1 in the mud, and it was muddy. Just a great mile for her. Tipsy and Dixie's racing good. Had her to the vet the other day, made a few little tinkers with her. I believe Harry's going to qualify her. He said, I can race her. I said, here, I'm going to make your job simple. If you can't put her in where she is going to win, then do not enter her. There you go. So, she's going to qualify on Tuesday. I think the vet wanted to see how she qualified on Tuesday. She thought that her feet were on the borderline of maybe injecting them. She didn't want to jump the gun, which is so un-vet-like, but glad she didn't. So we're going to qualify her on Tuesday and see how she qualifies. Now, this is a filly that, although there might not be a ton of classes for her right now, there will be a ton of places for her this year. This filly will be worth a lot of money, and probably a horse that we're probably going to have up for sale in the fall, simply because she'll be worth a lot. There's not a ton of places for us to race her at Mohawk. As far as the open, as far as fillies and mares classes in Yonkers and things like that, we're going to have to see what she's eligible to. And see what the offers are on her. I mean, I'm certainly not going to give a horse like Tipsy and Dixie away. It's a very effective, nice trotting filly who's going to be a nice 4-year-old. And if we do sell her, it'll be because we get paid accordingly. Walk on the Moon was so-so his last start. I think the heat got to him a little bit in the summer. I'm glad that we were kind of light on him. Very impressed with the mile he went at Rito Carlton. Like to see him build on that. So I think Mario is waiting to get him in his next start. War We Welcome is in to go Sunday at Georgian. She's not long for the barn. You guys know that. You know my feelings about it. She's been here a lot longer than she maybe deserved to be. She can show some speed, show some talent, but she would have to speak 3 languages and learn how to juggle to stay at the stable.ca for much longer. Her lack of consistency has punched her ticket out of the barn. Again, we're not going to give her away. She has value. She's well bred. She did trot in 54. She does have a mark of 56. She's not horrible. She's just frustrating to me. And then Won My Heart Hanover. As a filly, just a beautiful filly. Night turned into a sweetheart. All those Sebastian K's that were hard to deal with and ignorant and hot and rude. She's not one. She's actually a really nice filly to deal with. I know I was faced with a little bit of opposition when we talked about selling her in the fall. The reality is, where are her paths? We've talked about this. If you can't show me a way forward for her to be consistently good and race her in a confident fashion, then she's going to have to be moved on. That's just the way it is. Again, it comes back to what I'd said the other day about seeing what worked, seeing what didn't work, and not making the same mistakes we've made in the past. So a lot of these sophomores, every one of these sophomores, are going to be under the rigors of, hey, is this a horse we're going to keep? If so, great. If not, what do we do moving forward? They're all going to be examined in the same way. So it's not like I'm picking on any of the horses. But at the same time, One My Heart Hanover, we're going to give her a short rest, maybe a month, bring her back, race her, and then decide where we're going to go from there. So those are the sophomores. Those are the 3-year-olds. We have dwindled our lists down quite a bit this year. I think that's probably a good thing. So that is it. That's the 3-year-olds. I've given you an opening, given you a 2-year-old video, 3-year-old video, aged horse video. I'm going to skip the Burns this week simply because I don't have the information with me. I could write it down longhand. Rather not, if you don't mind. Especially since next week is the start of, I guess, the unofficial start. If you were going to call it sales season like it was a football season, preseason starts on Tuesday. So I will talk to all you guys very, very soon. I hope you all had a good weekend. I can't really say we had a great weekend, right? We had Bomb Hugger make a break. We had My Jazz make a break. We had, who's the other one? Grace make a break. But trotters will break from time to time, and I guess if we're going to get them out of the way, get them all at once. So, onward and upward, hopefully, for Slim Jimmy tonight. We get Sweet on Pete tomorrow, a number of the fillies in the fairs. Lexington on Monday, sales on Tuesday. Tons of info coming your way this week. We'll talk to you all very, very soon.